Right now on BBC Scotland, with an hour of all the latest, it's Rebecca Curran and Martin Geisler.
It's Monday evening. Welcome to the Nine.
Could we finally be seeing a game changer in the deadlock over Brexit?
As Labour makes its move, Jeremy Corbyn calls for another EU referendum to avoid what he describes as a damaging Tory Brexit.
Also tonight, we hear from the families torn apart by the wave of cheap prescription pills flooding Scotland's communities.
The men who carry a nation's hopes on their shoulders are here to tell us what it takes to fulfil two of the biggest jobs in Scottish sport.
And we're live with the West Lothian schoolgirl crowned the greatest dancer.
Good evening and welcome for the first time to the Nine.
Every Monday to Friday, our team will bring you an hour of national, UK-wide and international news.
Tonight, as we go to air, drama in Westminster, where a second referendum on Brexit has become a real possibility once again. Earlier this evening, Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn announced he would be prepared to back another vote to prevent what he described as a damaging Tory Brexit.
Parliament is due to vote again on Theresa May's Brexit deal on Wednesday. If Labour's amendment to the plan isn't passed, Mr Corbyn says the decision should go back to the country.
Rajdeep Sandhu is our political correspondent in Westminster. Jean McKenzie is our Europe correspondent in Brussels. Rajdeep, first to you. Can you take us through this shift of position from Labour tonight?
Yes, well, nothing is very simple here, Rebecca, and it would be easy to say that Labour's position is now to support a second referendum, but that's not quite the case. It's more like they will be supporting a second referendum in a couple of days' time. So on Wednesday here in Westminster, there will be another Brexit vote, not on Theresa May's deal, but a vote on the next steps. And during that vote, the Labour Party are expected to ask MPs to vote on their version of Brexit, which would essentially keep the UK in a closer relationship with the EU. If that's voted down, and spoiler alert, it probably will be voted down, then Labour say at that point they will shift towards supporting a second referendum. And when the next meaningful vote comes back, so when MPs can vote on Theresa May's tweaked deal from the EU, then they would try to put down a change to try and get the government to give a second referendum. Now, there are lots and ifs and buts though with this, because Labour itself is very split on this issue. We've had Labour MPs this evening coming out, some saying this is a great idea, others saying this is a terrible idea.